Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Barke Faraj Kamuss, and I am so happy and excited to announce that I was one of the co-author of this book. Okay, why was I co-author of this book? This book is called You Belong Here, Human First Stories. Now, I'm going to tell you by actually reading my chapter. Okay, I'm so excited. Now, it starts with a quote. I love quotes. Self love begin by telling yourself kind words with love, with loving thoughts, and act on what is good for you. By Barke Faraj Kamuss. Reflection. What are 5 loving things you can say to yourself right now? In fact, you pick the number. Oh, I love that. Okay. Born to conquer. I don't know why, but I love that. By Barke Faraj Kamuss. I stood up and looked around me as one in the audience. Something inside of me awakened. Since I was a child, I knew I was meant to do something great, but I didn't know what it was until this moment. All my pieces fit together like a jigsaw, and I smiled. I knew then that I was born to speak just like all the speakers in front of me. They shared their stories, and that is what connected with everybody else. I saw myself standing on the stage in Excel London, sharing my story to the world. A year later, standing on the stage at the Excel London, organized by the Best US for, I could not believe my eyes as my dream came true. Here I was on stage, sharing how I turned my passion to profit, even amid the uncertainty of financial difficulties. I signed up for network marketing, thinking that anti-aging and supplements were the way to get passive income. I invested my entire saving. Before long, I realized that I was investing in a different places, like trading platforms and other network marketing, thinking as I thought, if I put my hands on different things, one will work out. As a single mom, I was afraid of not having enough money to support my family. But I was surrounded by people who were different from me, and I felt out of place. These things, these new things I invested in were not things I used daily or had a love for it. What I first thought hard and seen as a quick fix turned out to be a loss and a lesson learned. My whole life, I was living to make others happy at the cost of my own happiness. No more, I made a conscious intention of making myself happy before helping others. Choosing happiness rather than sadness or negative, it was not easy. I had to focus my emotions, my feelings, my intuition, and ask, why am I feeling this way? I had to learn to make the decision to stay and find a solution or walk away. I had to be honest with who I am as a person, accepting that I am enough. And that meant no more forcing myself to do things that I do not want to do or pleasing anyone else. I only need to please me. Starting my journey into self development was like finding my lost language or lost memory, as everything just made sense in a positive way. I felt so happy, excited, energized, determined, and abundant. I joined so many groups with different themes and topics because I needed to understand more about myself. One group focuses on meditation, as I needed to still my mind and manifest. I needed to remove old thinking and make way for new thinking. I learned about the law of attraction and began to change my old ways to new ways of loving a full life. Another group taught me of masculine and feminine. At first, I thought it was about gender and how to understand each of sorry, how to understand each other more. But I was so wrong. I found out that every human being has both masculine and feminine energy, and are we using in a healthy or negative? I had flashbacks from my childhood. I craved time and love for my parents. When I would hear that my father was close by. I would run to find him, embrace him, watch him. It was the saddest moment of my life when my father said, "Go to your grandma." When he dropped me off near my grandmother's house, leaving me yet again with my siblings, I didn't have the courage to ask my father, why me? Why? What did I do wrong? I secretly to trade place with one of my siblings. My father died when I was 9 years old. His loss did not affect me until I was under my bed, hiding from the chaotic noises from the living room. Hearing my sister being beaten and shouted at, I wanted to help her, but I could not. I wanted to scream, but I could not. I was angry with my father for having so many children that became a burden for his family to look after. I was so angry that he left without protecting us. I made a promise to myself that I would never have so many children, that I will grow up, become strong, so that no one could hurt me, and look after my family. This group helped me to realize that because of my experience, and my masculine energy was dominant. I wanted to ensure my responsibility were met. I was rejecting my feminine energy because I saw it as a weakness. The feminine side of me would want to crawl to bed and cry. There were too many feelings, and if I let them loose, I would not be able to carry on. The part of me wanted to be looked after, loved, and protected. I would wish I were a man so that as they are strong, can travel or work anywhere or do anything, especially in male dominant countries where women cannot do much without a man. But mostly, I knew later I wanted to protect the woman in me. My masculine energy dominated to get the job done. This group and program helped me to balance the two energies. Now, when I am in my masculine, I am also in my feminine, and I get the job done with self-love. From the day we from from the day we are born, we are told of who we are, the way others and society want us to be. We are labeled. We will not be free until the day we claim who we are for the way we choose to show up to the world. The great thing about it is never too late. I decided it was time to show up to the world as myself, being proud of my story, the pain, the happiness, the sharing with others to inspire how they can achieve success and live life to the fullest. What I want you to know is that it all started by looking within rather than outward. Turning my purpose to profit has been one of the biggest challenges in my life. Working on myself can be a challenge at times. I had to ensure every day that I was creating a new foundation from the old belief system to the new, in all areas of my life, most importantly, implementing it through my work. It was hard at the beginning when I was working for a company and I would be the hardworking person, sharing new ideas on how to improve or work better with others. But when it came to my own business, I felt like a new baby who did not know anything. I wanted to absorb anything and everything from other business gurus. I invested in many training programs, many people with many people. With every person I met, they would tell me what worked for them. I tried their advice, but it was taking me longer to start getting income from my coaching, mentoring, and speaking. This made me want to write my biography, help other women who are going through similar things I went through, and let them find their way of overcoming their issues and challenges in their lives. I joined many network groups. It was a great experience at the beginning, but then I started to notice when coaches and mentors and entrepreneurs come together and someone new join, it was like sharks circling the prey. Every talk is promoting their business rather than connecting. I started walking away from those networking groups. I started to take what I've learned from all this experience and look out for leaders who are genuine in who they are as a person and what they provide in their service. I was introduced to Tony McLeland, a business mentor. I worked with her and turned my business full time. Tony introduced me to the HumansFirst Club. The first time I joined in, it was mind blowing for me. The host started with a question and put me into a breakout room with other people. We talked in depth about their own experience, what they were going through as individual, and they received support from others in the group, the way it was created in this environment. It is a place of being human without feeling different or being judged by others. I love that there is no promoting yourself or selling involved. People add their contact information or how to get connected to them so that friendship or business collaboration privately could happen. This made me appreciate it more. I started hearing my name being mentioned to others as people were glad to see me Fridays and Mondays. I loved these calls that I started to add them on my calendar so I did not book myself for something else. I started to know people who are frequently joining in and wanted to know them in person too. I started virtual coffee meeting calls to know them personally and their business. Some have results, some have resulted in collaborations, become clients, and become referrals. In a virtual coffee meeting with Gary Turner, I learned that Mike Vacanti, the creator of this amazing HumansFirst Club, did so because of the way it opens the door for the people to work together and build stronger connection. Shortly thereafter, I was honored to be invited as a co-host a call with Kate Griffith. The twist, every person is unique in their own way. When hosting a call, you can show off yourself. What is that you do in person or business? I presented love and forgiveness because it is what I used in my speaking, coaching, mentoring, and writing too. As it is like a seesaw, you must balance the two to live in abundance. In this life, you will experience different types of challenges and problems. Do you want to fight within yourself? Do you want to fight with others or things around you? When you forgive others for letting you down or for not being perfect, and forgive yourself for not being able to see it earlier or deal with it, you begin to love yourself. Self-love begins by telling yourself kind words with loving thoughts and act on what is good for you. Every Monday, I am looking forward to the next call, to have time to be connected at a human level with others around the world. Barke, Faraj, Kamuss. I am so happy and I'm so grateful to be part of this co-author book of the year. This is the first book. There's many co-authors in here who actually attended this call, either Monday, Friday, or there is another one during the week as well in Asia. Because Mike Vacante, he's from America. He's the founder, sorry, he's not the co-founder. He's the founder of the program, and he actually made this happen because of his idea. And I want to thank him for that and giving me a great place to be around with like-minded people and grow together as human. Thank you so much. And if you want to join, I will actually put their it's in LinkedIn, the group. It's every Monday. So you can actually go and ask. So I will leave the link below. I wish you all the best. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.